Buying a home should not be a complicated process. The process can appear daunting, filled with jargon from your realtor and mortgage lender, and wondering what questions you should be asking to protect yourself and get that successful outcome. When looking to buy a home, the first and most important thing to do is get pre-approved with a lender, and one that will share all programs available in your area that you may be qualified for. If you aren't sure about a mortgage lender, please watch our video. The number one question to ask your lender, we will attach the link in the description below. It could save you thousands of dollars in the long run. So let's assume you found the lender you are comfortable with. You know your price point and have been told about various buyer programs and feel ready to start looking. But before you start, did your lender tell you he would have a pre-approval letter ready to go when you find that home you would like to make an offer on? Did your lender get all the information needed to get you that pre-approval document? Your lender should be asking about your job, how long you've been there or in that related profession, your savings and possible gift letters from a relative, and educating you on who can give you that gift. They should also be verifying your wages and getting pay stubs from you. They should have already pulled credit and reviewed any concerns like collections, late payments, etc. Having a late payment or less than perfect credit isn't a deal breaker but should be discussed. There may be a few glitches on the credit report that could be taken care of, raising your score and getting you into a better interest rate. Lenders work with less than perfect credit every day, but if you can get rid of a few negative marks, it could save you money in the long run. Having this document available when you start looking for a home is your golden ticket in the competitive world of home buying. It shows sellers that you're serious, reliable, and ready to seal the deal. It's like walking into a car dealership with cash in hand. You're not just browsing, you're ready to buy. Now that you're pre-approved, it's time to find a real estate agent. Think of your agent as your guide in this journey, a trusted advisor who can navigate the complex world of home buying. They understand market conditions, know how to negotiate prices, and can help you find the right home that fits your needs and budget. But remember, not all agents are created equal. You'll want someone who's experienced, knowledgeable about your desired area, and importantly, someone you feel comfortable with. Real estate has become a competitive industry, and with fewer listings available in the last few years, and now fewer buyers and sellers coming to the market, realtors may need that sale, which can reflect on how they respond to their client needs. A good real estate agent can guide you through the process and help you find the perfect home within your budget. With the agent you trust by your side, it's time to start house hunting. Now this is where the real fun begins. You've done your homework, you've got your pre-approval letter, and now it's time to hit the pavement. You have numerous resources at your fingertips to see available homes, from open houses to online listings and private showings. Open houses are a great way to get a feel for the market. They allow you to see what's available within your budget and to get a sense of what you like and don't like. Most realtors today have no objections allowing another realtor's buyer to come through an open and understand they should not be negotiating any terms with you while you are previewing their properties without representation present. Previewing homes online is another convenient way to browse properties from the comfort of your own home. Realtors are also able to set you up on an automatic database so you know of every new listing the minute it hits the market. No more waiting for a phone call to let you know of a new listing like years ago. Private showings with your realtor is probably the best way to view a property. You aren't with other buyers, you can take your time and get a true feel for the home and seeing yourself in it. So let's assume you have found that home you really want. What is the next step? At this point, we are assuming you are pre-approved. You are in love with the home, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, how much should we offer? I've spoken to buyers in the past who have stated that their realtor instructed them to offer no less than 1% off the list price. If your realtor states anything similar, that realtor is not working in your best interests. At this point, your realtor should look at recent comparable sales in the area. You should be able to review those comps in detail and then be ready to make your educated offer. You may have already seen 30 homes, and by then you will most likely have a pretty good feel for pricing as well, but having comparable sales is important, especially if you are a first-time home buyer. When writing the offer, in addition to the price, it is important to understand the inspection addendum, the as-is addendum, if there is one, and any other documents that you are agreeing to. When your offer is presented, it is either accepted, rejected, or countered. If the negotiation process was successful and your offer has been accepted, what's next? The next phase is getting your inspection and understanding that process. You may get a regular inspector but then add on a chimney inspector or a radon test or termite inspection, and several other options depending on your area of the country. Make sure your realtor educates you on all of your options. Until the inspection contingencies have been satisfied, I would hold off on getting your appraisal done. It's important to remember that you are paying for the inspection, and if the offer does not go through, you are still out those inspection fees. The same holds true for the appraisal. You will not be reimbursed for your appraisal fees, and because of that, I always recommend getting that official appraisal ordered once all contingencies on the offer have been satisfied. So, good news, the inspection contingencies are taken care of and the appraisal is complete. So what's next? You should be communicating with your lender along the way, but now a bit more frequently. You should be getting an insurance policy for your home and giving that information to your lender so they know what the monthly fee is for the coverage if you are not escrowing. That will help pinpoint the actual payment you are going to have. Your lender should also be educating you on a few things not to do, like opening new credit cards or making any new purchases. It could change your credit score as well as your debt-to-income ratio, which could result in you no longer qualifying for that home you have an accepted offer on. While we oftentimes assume people know not to go out and buy a house full of furniture before they close on their mortgage, assuming could kill the deal. During this period, you will most likely be contacted by the title company, and they will be the actual people closing for you. They should educate you on the form of money to bring to closing, like no personal checks but rather cashier's checks, as well as purchasing extra title insurance for yourself and bringing appropriate identification to the closing. This is all a simple conversation but makes for a much smoother closing for everyone. And then the closing. Make sure you do a walkthrough before you close. Did anything change? Did the sellers move out and leave 30 dents in the walls from moving their furniture? Did they leave the old pool table in the basement? These issues rarely happen, but if you chose to skip this step, you will not be able to go back to the seller easily and get it taken care of. It can feel overwhelming, but if you work with a team of good lenders, realtors, inspectors, and title companies, the process should be smooth and one with little stress. Buying a home is probably the biggest purchase in your lifetime. Don't skip any steps. Be confident and comfortable with whom you choose to work with in your journey. If you have specific questions about loan products and ones that will fit your needs, make sure you watch our other videos that explain them in detail. Good luck in your house hunting journey.